Moody Grad School's Service in the City 2009 began with prayer and worship, and once the final plans were made, students headed out. Out into Chicago's urban laboratory to minister. In one instance, one of the ministry teams spent the day in Chicago's Kenwood neighborhood, where Nigerian-born Greg Ijiwola is pastor and a student at the Moody Graduate School. It was a short while ago that he made his journey to the States in search of an advanced degree in engineering. But when he saw the plight of the Kenwood community, he had a change of heart, and so he started a church. Urban Ministries professor Dr. John Feuder shares what happened at a men's shelter started by Pastor Greg's church, City Light.
We were able to have a program, share the gospel, pray with these men, and they're eating right now a beautiful breakfast that's been brought over for them. And so the intent of this here is 7 days a week, 24/7, to love on the homeless folk in this neighborhood.
Pastor Greg says working with the men in the shelter has taught him much about life, lessons that have been enhanced by his experience at Moody's Graduate School.
I'm learning how to, be biblically smart, to have a solid doctrinal basis for things that we're doing outside, to really know what God says, to learn from the teachers, to have relationships with them and be mentored. And also my friends there at Moody, they inspire me a lot because they're young people doing wonderful things for God.
He believes it's a privilege to be a part of the Lord's work at the shelter, fulfilling the call of God to care for the less fortunate.
So who are the people that Jesus will reach out to if he was right now in Chicago? Who are those people that will really cause his heart? Yeah, we identified those people and we just started reaching out to them with the love of Christ.
Not far away, another group of grad students are busy assisting the leaders of Pastor Greg's church at Kennicut Park Community Center. Here, a number of ministry outreach events are taking place simultaneously. Pastor Greg shares a bit of what's happening.
And what we're doing today, we're doing an outreach to kids. We noticed that a lot of young kids, they get caught by gang and get caught in all kinds of vices because they don't have mentors to help them. They can't use their energy, for positive things. They will use it for negative things. So we decided that we're going to go on the street and bring kids in and give them some positive things to do.
Pastor Greg was not alone in the launch of his church. His wife, Debo Ijiwola, affirms the call of God on their lives.
So we just looked at different segments of the society and we outlined people that are neglected by the society, like the homeless, the kids, people that are sick. And we decided that as a church, we'll reach out to these people and show them the love of Christ.
Pastor Greg again shares the burden God has placed on his heart.
One of the scriptures that really stirred up a passion in my heart in what we're doing, which I'll talk about, is when in Matthew 25, when Jesus talked about, in the last days, he's going to separate the nations from the nations, the goats to the left, the sheep to the right, and he's going to tell them that when I was hungry, you fed me, when I was sick, you visited me, when I was a stranger, you took me in. He said, for as much as you've done it to the least of these my disciples, you have done it to me. So that really stirred up something in my heart.